My name is Kirsten Lind Seal. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I'm a professor. I teach ethics, and I present regularly on ethics and cross-cultural issues. So professionally, I have a master's in counseling psychology with a minor in family social science, and I have a PhD in couple and family therapy from the University of Minnesota. I've been teaching ethics over a decade at the master's level for the last 2 years and ongoing. Now I'm currently teaching ethics at the doctoral level at Chaminade University in Honolulu. The other university I'm at is St. Mary's University of Minnesota. I have significant training in teaching and learning. I have a certification in preparing future faculty from the University of Minnesota. I was a teaching fellow at St. Mary's. So I'm very comfortable presenting, and I really enjoy being able to support best ethical practice in this way. So the reason why I want to present this workshop is because most ethics trainings focus on the sort of what I'm going to call the don't do this aspect of ethics. We all know that we shouldn't have sex with our clients, but there's a lot of gray area, and this is really where I'm finding my niche. I'm really interested in how we use ethics and ethical practice to strengthen and support our good therapy work with our clients, and not just figure out how do I not get sued. I think of ethics as an ongoing journey, right? Like my goal and my job is to help people really think ethically, like all the way along. Not that we like practice, and then, ethical dilemma, now we have to think of something, what are we going to do about the ethics? It's really sort of all the time. We need to bring it into everyday practice and not have it just be some kind of one-off of sort of, here are the rules, so pay attention now. This program will be useful for you because it will help you understand and deal with the nuances of how you navigate boundaries and self-disclosure on a day-to-day basis with your clients. And by the way, if you also supervise therapists, this is going to really help you help them, thus widening the circle of good influence of best ethical practice. In terms of your clinical work, you'll gain some very helpful tools to support you in deciding about when to self-disclose and how you go about deciding if it will be useful for the client. We also will discuss various use of self orientations, as well as how things have changed due to the advent of social media and the explosion of online information. So one of the things we're going to talk about is the difference between boundary crossings and boundary violations. One can often be helpful, and one is never helpful, and often sometimes actually illegal. How do you know the difference? Another thing that we're going to talk about is, what do you do if you find out a client has Googled you? Has it occurred to you that maybe clients are Googling you? Do you ever Google a client? How do you talk about what happens if that comes up in session? What do you do about this? What are the recommendations about figuring out the different, like how to be a public and private person, and what's the persona that we're putting out there? So the third point maybe, what's the line between helpful and damaging therapist self-disclosure? How to tell the difference? What are recommendations? What are important markers to pay attention to? What do we do if something goes wrong in the therapeutic relationship? There's actually a multiple number of things we can do when things seem to be going sideways. And so you'll get a lot of tools to sort of figure out how to manage all of these, again, really nuanced type of situations. Once again, I'm very excited about the opportunity to present this webinar to you. I think you'll find it extremely useful and very nuanced, because we'll be taking into account the different contexts that we all inhabit and giving you concrete tools and methods of deciding how and when to self-disclose, what to do when things go wrong, how to tell the difference. It will be interesting, and for an ethics webinar, pretty entertaining, as we discuss some very real and crucial issues that live in the gray area of ethical practice. So once again, come and join me Monday, May 6th from 1 to 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time for the live version of this webinar. I really do hope you will join me for what will definitely be an engaging, research-based, and very helpful ethics training. I look forward to seeing you there.